Who hate me, those who hate my show. It's Tony on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, am I talking to Tom?
Oh, do you want to talk to Tom?
Yes.
Okay, hold on, please. Tom Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM. We're talking to the haters here. This is Tony on the Tom Leykis Show.
Hi, I would just like to ask you a couple questions, one of them being, where do you get off having absolutely no respect for your listeners?
Well, have you heard them calling in?
Absolutely.
Well, there you go. Case closed, ipso facto.
Half of them, you interrupt them and not even let them finish speaking.
Well, obviously, this technique has made me number one on the radio, and so clearly I'm going to continue doing what has worked so very well for so very long.
That's because the only people that listen to you religiously are the drunk people that sit in their trailers all.
What do I care? That's a large, lucrative audience, and I'm making a fortune. What do I care?
You're just a whore for the money, aren't you?
We all are, Tony. What do you do for a living? Are you in the Peace Corps? Huh?
No, I deliver pizzas.
You deliver. Are you telling me that you don't just do that for the money? You do it for the fulfillment of it, do you? Are you a pizza whore?
What's it to you?
You're a pizza whore, aren't you? You don't care when you deliver that pizza and somebody says, oh, thank you. You really don't care. You are there for the money.
No, actually, I'm not.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't you hand your salary over? I'll hand it over to the charity of your choice, and you can do it for the love of it.
Yeah, actually, I don't keep my money. All I keep is my tips.
Oh, really? And where does the money go?
To my parents.
Oh, yeah, so you can live in their house, probably.
No, I don't live in their house.
Oh, I see. So your parents are bigger losers than you are? Is that the deal?
No.
I see. Why do your parents need their 19-year-old son to be sending the money he makes from delivering pizzas, which is what, $6 an hour?
I've got another question for you.
You haven't answered my question yet. I just asked you a question. Why do your parents need their 19-year-old son to be sending $6 an hour home to them?
Actually, it's $7.16.
$7.16 an hour.
Shows how much.
After taxes, it's probably $6 an hour. I'm asking you why your parents need their 19-year-old son to send $7.19 an hour home to them. Are they bigger losers than you?
Because they know that their son cares about them.
Well, it takes money?
Hey.
It takes money to show that you care about your parents? I see. So you're incapable of emotional or physical contact with your parents?
I answered your question.
You have to send them the money? Okay, fine. Now, that answer stands on its own. I think we know everything we need to know about that.
Where do you get off telling people they're losers, telling people how they should live their lives, if you don't even know them?
Well, I know what I need to know about you. You deliver pizzas for a living? Fascinating.
Yeah, it's more fascinating than what you do.
Oh, you think so? I'll tell you what. My paycheck is fascinating. If you could send my paycheck home to your parents, they'd be living in a mansion next door to Bill Gates.
You constantly tear people down on the radio.
Yes, I do. And I made my way to number one by doing that. Don't you understand?
You shouldn't be number one.
Well, what can I do about it? This is what the people want. This is what the people get. I'm in my 10th year on the air in Seattle. 10th year. Do you know that?
No, I don't, because I haven't been listening to your show.
I'm telling you, I'm in my 10th year, so clearly what I do works. What am I going to do? Change it?
You better.
I don't have to. I'm number one, Tony.
Do you have any respect for the people that listen to your show?
Probably not.
It just goes to show how.
I think it goes to show how little taste people have. They listen what the people get. I'm in my 10th year on the air in Seattle. 10th year. Do you know that?
No, I don't, because I haven't been listening to your show.
I'm telling you, I'm in my 10th year, so clearly what I do works. What am I going to do? Change it?
You better.
I don't have to. I'm number one, Tony.
Do you have any respect for the people that listen to your show?
Probably not.
It just goes to show how.
I think it goes to show how little taste people have that they listen to the show.
You are so pathetic.
I'm not pathetic. You're pathetic for listening in and calling in.
I'm pathetic for listening in and telling you how much of a joker and sick human being.
Well, how would you know I was doing this show unless you were already listening?
How do I know? Because I tuned in.
Oh, why? My God. There's like 35 radio stations on the air in Seattle. Well, why did you pick this one?
Because I was surfing through.
You were surfing through. But the point is, the minute you heard my voice, you should have tuned out, of course, but you didn't. You couldn't resist, could you?
I couldn't resist to tell you how much of a fraud and a sick person.
Well, that's okay, but you know what, pal? People like you, it's like a car accident on the freeway. They stop and listen all the time. They can't resist. You can't resist. You love to hate me. You love me because you hate me.
I don't love you.
I make you feel superior, don't I?
Pardon?
I make you feel superior, so you get something out of the experience, don't you?
Well, actually, you do kind of have a point there.
There you go. You couldn't even argue with me.
You're right, actually.
Yes.
Of the many things you say, that's one of the things you're right about.
Wow, look at that. Isn't that amazing? Do you realize that in the time I've been talking to you, I've made more than you're going to make this week?
And how would you be so sure about that?
Because you just told me you make $7.16 an hour.
How would you be so sure that you made more?
Because I know how much I make, and you told me how much you make.
And what do you spend your money on?
I don't. I invest it.
In?
Mutual funds, stocks,
money,
bonds,
right?
and real estate, of course. Do you have a problem with money, Tony? I can imagine that a 19-year-old pizza delivery guy would have a problem with guys who like money. Or guys who know how to make money.
Well, yeah, I kind of do.
Yeah, well, you know, Tony, if only you had some ambition.
Ambition?
Yeah.
Ambition to what?
That's my point.
To degrade myself to your level?
That's my point. Yes, I know. So you wouldn't demean yourself, so instead you deliver pizza because you've got morals and principles.
Sure. If that's what floats your boat.
Tony, what college do you go to?
I'm going to go to North Seattle Community College. I'm actually not enrolled right now.
Why not, Tony?
Because it's not the correct quarter. I'm going to go
Tony, you're already 19. What have you been doing since you graduated high school?